strong.
Had a little bit of early cloud cover. Lows bottomed out only in the 40s. It's only going to get cooler, and it already is. A beautiful look. Picture-wise, hey, absolutely clear outside here. Our cold front is through. Now the really cold air has started to make its way and just park in for the rest of the day here. We're not far off of what temperatures kind of held most of the morning. We're at 52. It's the winds. It's the drier air. It's the colder feel outside here. Winds are sustained at 17. Our dew points in the 20s. We're going to go back and get even colder tomorrow morning. And we've got two potential freezing mornings coming our way. Certainly this one is talking about the freeze warning that'll develop overnight, go all the way until 10 a.m. for all of the viewing area right here until 10 a.m. Lake wind advisory is in effect, and that goes until Thursday morning at 8 a.m. Central, Eastern, and Midlands of South Carolina, but including right here around our lake region. So it is going to be brisk for the rest of the day if you're going to be out running around. Yeah, sunshine's out there. It's just the wind. It's what it's going to feel like here. It only feels like the lower 40s. Actual temperature, not far from it here in Augusta, but tomorrow morning as we continue to get colder, there still may be a little wind around, and it doesn't take much when you're already expected to get down in the upper 20s to low 30s. We could have wind chill values anywhere between 22 to 30 degrees. So a big time cold air snap coming in. Now, going back to talking about high danger as far as the elevated fire risk for today. It's been extremely dry for the last several weeks. We've had maybe 1 or 2 days out of the last couple of weeks where we've had any measurable rainfall, and then we've kind of just put the parking brake on there. That's going to be an issue here, not just for the Carolinas and Georgia, all the way back across a good portion of the South, parts of Alabama, into the panhandle of Florida here. So with the winds, that's nothing but fuel. So be real cautious. Not encouraged to do any outdoor burning for today. Mid-40s, it's cold across a lot of the South. From here all the way to Birmingham and Montgomery, Atlanta, 45 to 50 degrees. Winds are gusting almost 30 miles an hour in Columbia, but you can see in the CSRA, there's plenty of regions here, gusting over 20 to 25 between Augusta, Louisville, Millen. Sustained winds 10 to 20 for the rest of the day with higher gusts. Now, talked about a little bit of an improvement. It's a big improvement. It's 55 to 75. So what we've seen, almost that 30-degree difference from Monday to today, is going to happen about 20 degrees warmer as we move into the weekend. And that's average temps in the low to mid 70s. Not a drop of rain's coming our way, though. Unfortunately, we are bone dry until maybe a mention into next week. But you can go all the way to Sunday and see that we are not favored for any rainfall at all. So we had some passing showers yesterday. It didn't amount to much. Weren't expecting it to. Now we've got winds, dry, clear air. We've got very cold temperatures coming our way with the 20s and 30s for tomorrow morning. So let's get through the rest of the day. Breezy winds. Winds will diminish a little bit more, and that'll have a lot to do with how cold we'll get, too. We get enough of a slowing to almost calm wind, we could see 20s and 30s for sure, but we definitely will get around that freezing mark. Middle 50s to about 60 degrees coming in for Thursday, but for the rest of the planner today, it's a good idea to keep that coat handy. Just getting colder and colder after sunset. Lows are going to bottom out near freezing on Friday, but the better news is we don't stay that cold for the next 7-day stretch. We'll get a chance for maybe a little rain, and we'll have some 70s coming out of the weekend. Remember to set that clock back an hour into standard time early Sunday morning. Zaina?
Thanks, Tim.